Hey everybody, Brad here with Arizona Grows. I just wanted to say hi before we get into this week's video. Totally didn't realize I didn't post it. I took the footage on Monday. It's Saturday now, so we're gonna get it up on Saturday. Posting the video today, so it'll come out a little bit later. I'm outside in my little food forest right now. If you can see the stuff going over in the back, kind of cool. But we'll get the video out today. Next video will come out Monday or Tuesday. So it's going to look like a big jump, but just understand when you see the next one, it's been a full week, even though it's only been a couple days in YouTube time. All right, everybody, just want to say hi. Hope you're having a great weekend. Brad here, Arizona Grows. Happy growing. Hey everybody, Brad here with Arizona Grows. Welcome to my garden. We are back in the 5x5 and we are absolutely crushing it. Guys, there's so many things in here that are going so well, I don't even know what to say. You can see right now that I super cropped this branch in front of me. This was the one that was really tall back here. Super cropped it. Look at it. It's already starting to lift back up. That went so well, and I had some space back here that I actually super cropped a couple of these super tall ones in the back. I'm hoping they kind of lift up, but that freed up this back corner so they also weren't up here. That makes this one the tallest one, or maybe this one. This one I'm not worried about because the light ends here and the bud's out here, so it's got 6 inches away from the light. It's coming down this way at it. This one would be the tallest one. I am not seeing any kind of signs of burn or stress or bleaching, so this one's going to be fine. This is back here the animal mince cake. Smaller. Looks like smaller tips right now on the top than say this Forbidden Z-Skittles, but frosty, good looking nugs. Also with this plant, knowing how it grows now, I mean in reality I probably could have cut another quarter of it off at the base and only gone with the big tops all the way up. Same thing with this Forbidden Runts, even though it's getting bigger nugs. Probably could have caught a little bit more of it off. It's starting to get a little smell there on the runts. Let's see, do we have anything? Mint cake, not really. So they're just starting to kind of come together right now. It's pretty fantastic though, if you just look around. Things to talk about this week. I didn't do anything. I didn't top water anything. I just let the res go. No, that's not true. One day I did do a top water because I was doing my veg plants, and in it was just some of the build soil, the BTI for the fungus gnats, just to make sure that that's still a growing population and still working in the tents. But that's it. So basically straight water for the last week. Now this week we're going to come in and I'll try and get it on film. Maybe on like Wednesday I'll set up the camera and we'll do a video on like Thursday or Friday. Just squeeze in an extra video this week, but we're going to come in and do our final defoliation. I know I kept saying that I've done it, but as you can see the leaves have gotten crazy in here, and I've been in here pulling off a couple, maybe like a handful every day, and they're still totally out of control. So that'll be this weekend or this week. We'll do maybe one small update, do some craft blend, maybe mix in a little bit of the ocean mix and then water it in with like peach ferment. And that'll be it probably for the rest of the run. We might stick another ferment in maybe 2 or 3 weeks from now as things are getting close to the finish. But that's it. That's it. It's super simple now. Auto pots are on. Probably drinking about 3 gallons a day still, maybe 3.5. Everything's just looking fantastic, guys. I'm so excited. I'm not seeing any bugs, no pest pressure. We did have a few fungus gnats that got out. Rewatering the BTI seemed to make sure that was good. I'm sure they came from when I mixed the new batch of nutrients. So everything in here just going absolutely phenomenal. We'll do some close-ups. And I'll tell you what I'm most excited about right now. The Gorilla Goat from Irie in the back is looking really good. The 41's Lushies from Raw, one of them looks fantastic. One of the sea testers from Daz looks really good. Man, and both these plants over here looking absolutely phenomenal. So let's take a close up, let's take a spin around, and we'll just go from there, guys. And we are back. Yeah, I just want to highlight this sea tester, which is the Hippie Slayer times Durban Poison. Do you remember when we started in here how small this plant was? It was well below the trellis and didn't want to come up. And now look at us. Now we're doing big things. The only sad thing is it's awfully close to the fan. I guess I could super crop that top away from the fan, but I'm just going to let it ride this time. We do have a clone of it, so if it comes out smelling and smoking good, we'll pop it again, so we'll know for sure. In the back here, this is the smaller 41's Lushies. You can see already starting to put out some frost, looking really, really good. The smaller of the sea testers, this one did not stretch nearly as much, but it's also swallowed up by a bunch of these other plants, so I'm not 100% surprised. This 41's Lushies also did the same thing. It's much smaller than this one back here. Look at these little torpedo nugs on the bigger 41's Lushies, looking absolutely phenomenal. Back here you can see it's back in the back. Just some nice big nugs. Kind of reminds me of the George Pie a little bit. Has nice little fatties like that. And then up in front here, this is the Detroit Runts. Absolutely killed it. This one is starting to put out some smells. It's a little bit sweet. Smells pretty good. I'm excited about this one. Of the Runts flavors, this one might be the more candy-ish one compared to, say, the other one, the Forbidden Runts, which might be a little more fruity, hopefully. I don't know, we'll find out. And then if we come back here behind it, somewhere down here is the Sherb Cake, doing Sherb Cake things. This over here is the Blackout Bobby from Exotic. And then behind, you can see the Golden Goat from IRE. This is doing absolutely phenomenal, guys. Just, it is such a plant. It's doing really good. And that's great to see because that's a clone of a clone of a clone that we started like 8 months ago and just way too early. And now it's just kind of hanging out. This right here is the permanent marker. You can see smaller nugs all the way around, smaller plant. Did really well though. Wasn't hard to grow. It just has some weird growing characteristics, like where the leaves basically touch when they come out. Kind of funky. No big deal. Next, this is the Forbidden Runts over here. You can see we're starting to get some stuff. Now, my first inclination was, you can see there's some red hairs on these. Now, when you see that, your first thought probably is, holy crap, we got pollen somewhere. Those are pollinated. But I don't think they are. I'm really, really sure. I've gone through this tent. I haven't seen anything. So unless they got pollinated somehow by something that I haven't found, I don't think so. And none of the other stuff in here has any of that. Behind it, to the side. So my guess is either they're just finishing, or because the fan's right here, they've gotten a little wind damage on them because of the constant wind. But definitely no pollen. Haven't found any sacs. None of the other plants. Like, the fan's blowing this way. So if there were plants, all these would be covered. You know, if there was an open pollen sac, all of them would be having the problem, not just this one plant. That leads me to believe those are just the pistils. Slowly turning, doing their thing as the buds are forming. So this one's probably the furthest along. Either the pistils are forming or there's a little damage. But both of these, the Runts, you can see here's the Detroit Runts. Both of them are pretty far along. Animal Mint Cake in the back, probably the next. Man, that Gorilla Goat from IRE back there just looks really good. Same with the torpedoes on that big 41's Lushies. And then we're really, really interested to see what happens with the sea tester. Smells phenomenal. It's got like this skunky sweet smell. Should be really good. Let's cruise around the other side just to give you a look at what I stand in when I do my intro. Alright, let's do that really quick. Sorry, I had to move some stuff out of the way. This is where I keep my autopot. goes down right here. This goes to the 4x4 and the 5x5, so they get the same water from the same feed on the quick connect. I did add one of the Autopot little, valves right there. That way I can just turn off the 5x5 separately if I want to, instead of having to turn them both off. And then everything in here, there's no valves. Everything's on one thing. And see, this is what I cut down so much. But on the animal mint cake, I mean, I think I probably could have come in here maybe and cut everything lower than that. Because look, we still have all this up here. Here's the original super crop branch. You can see that it's starting to stand back up already. That'll show you it's a strong plant. Like on my Daz Autoflower, my night owl, they never totally stood back up like this, which totally tripped me out because I'm so used to doing it from the photos where they try to like lift back up. That could be a couple things. That was a brand new round of soil in there, so who knows. But these are the ones I super cropped this morning. You can see I just bent them both over because there's room low, and then if they're sideways instead of up into this gap, I think it'll be better for us. But this is what we look like. If you come over here when I come to do my thing, here's the view. Absolutely insane. But just a quick view from the back. Same thing. Forbidden Runts here, looking absolutely phenomenal. The super crop branch. It's kind of crazy. I love it. And then you come back here, you can see maybe in the back, you can just see the tip of that gorilla goat poking out. But that's the tent, guys. Everything looking phenomenal. Getting closer, probably 30 more days and we'll be out of here. All right, Brad, Arizona grows. Happy growing, everybody.